Yo, what's up, Sagittarius? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of January 2018. Sagittarius, Happy New Year. We've got a lot of important astrology stuff happening to start off the new year. We've got two full moons. Both are super moons. The first one's happening on the first of the month. The second one's happening on the last day of the month. And the second one is actually a total lunar eclipse. So it's a pretty substantial event. We also have Uranus, which is going to be turning direct. It's been retrograding since August 3rd, 2017, and now it's going to move forward again on January 2nd, and this has to do with your love life. I'm going to get to that in just a moment, but the sun is going to be in an area for you, Sagittarius, that has to do with your money situation throughout the month of January 2018. So you're going to be more focused on your money throughout the month of January 2018. You're not just doing something for your health, Sagittarius. You want to see what are the bottom line tangible results of your hard work. And then the sun is going to shift on January 19th. It's going to be more about your communication. So it's going to shift from a money focus to following January 19th. Now, following January 19th, it's really going to give you the gift of gab in that last week of January. If you need to go on an important sales pitch or a job interview or anything where you need to utilize your ability as a communicator, the sun shift following January 19th is really going to help you with this. But those are the main themes for you, Sagittarius, for the month of January 2018. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. Right off the bat on January 1st is the full moon. So we have the first full moon, which is also a super moon. On January 1st, it's the first full moon of the month, actually first full moon of the year. And this has to do with your shared resource situation. So some of you might see a shift or development in your shared resource situation. So, obviously those of you who've, things have been going well in your shared resource situation, well, following January 1st, you might see some sort of positive development in your shared resource situation. Now, for the flip side, for those of you who are having difficult time in your shared resource situation, well, you know what that means. I mean, potentially it's a shakeup, and I don't know. I'm not saying that all Sagittariuses are going to break up, but potentially some of you might have difficulty with someone who you share your stuff with. Now, for others of you, that's not the case. Potentially, yeah, it might cause a little bit of a shakeup in your shared resource situation. You hit a bit of a bump, you go over it, and you're good. Now, for those of you that are single, potentially this is somebody coming into your life following January 1st, sometime following January 1st. And potentially this is going to be someone who's going to share, you're going to share your resources with this person eventually. This person might be part of your sex life. Now, if it doesn't resonate with any of the things that I just mentioned, for a select few of you, this might have to do with a contract, some sort of contract coming to fruition following January 1st, or maybe it has to do with the business deal or a negotiation. On January 2nd, Uranus is finally going direct. It's been retrograding since August 3rd, 2017. This has to do with your love life. So those of you who have challenges within your love life in the last 5 months, well, things should start to get, more of an even keel right now, with Uranus finally moving forward in the area of your love life. And, R for retrograde, R for revision. So potentially some of you might have been reviewing or trying to revise something in your existing love life. So, potentially for the last 5 months, is there a situation that you were trying to resolve or revive, or review? Anything's it could resonate in a multitude of different ways for different Sagittarius. Obviously not all your situations are the same. Now, if you're a Sagittarius that's single, then it might have been hard to get a love life situation. Potentially you were attracted to somebody, maybe you were having a difficult time getting things off the ground with this person. So following when Uranus starts to move forward again on January 2nd in your area of true love, now, if you are single, now I think is a good time for you to express the way you feel to the object of your affection. On January 8th, Venus is positively aspecting Jupiter, and this implies for some of you, I'm not saying all of you have a secret love attraction to somebody in the area where you earn your money, but some of you do. So if that's resonating with you, potentially this is a pretty beneficial situation for you. So, whatever you got going on behind the scenes, it has to do either with your love life and the area where you earn your money, or just some of you there's something secret or something that only you know that has to do with your money and it's benefiting you. So, like I said, if it's not really love involvement, then potentially this just has to do with your money and just only you and a select few people may know about it and it's really benefiting you. On January 13th, Venus is making more of a difficult angle to Uranus now. And this is, I would say this implies that if you do have an attraction for someone in the area that you earn your money, there's some sort of caveat there. Like why can't you make the connection? I don't understand. Is there some sort of obstruction that's causing you from not being able to make this connection? Potentially, maybe some of you are already with somebody, but maybe you're attracted to somebody who's in the area where you earn your money. That's kind of an issue. What are you going to do? Are you going to break up with who you're with and then go with the person who's in the area where you earn your money? Now, others, if that's not the case for some of you, if this doesn't have to do with your love life, then potentially some of you are just having difficulty finding creative solutions to existing issues, existing and ongoing issues that seem to keep popping up in the area where you earn your money. So it's going to be one or the other. It's like you either have an attraction to somebody in the area where you earn your money and it's not working out because of who knows what, or you're just having an issue applying ingenuity to what you're doing in the area where you're earning your money. On January 16th, there's a new moon, and this new moon hits in an area that has to do with your money situation. So this is going to resonate in a multitude of different ways for different Sagittarians. So the new moon is going to hit on January 16th, and the 6 months that follow January 16th, now all of a sudden, maybe there's some new money opportunities coming down the pike for some of you in the 6 months that follow January 16th. I'm not saying that's the case for all of you, but some of you, yes. Maybe some of you, this is pretty specific thing, but, maybe some of you are going to get a pay raise sometime in the 6 months that follow January 16th. So you have to see how this resonates with you, but this has something to do, this is new, and it has to do with your income in the 6 months that follow January 16th. So maybe it just means new development of some sort in your existing area where you earn your income. Now, for others of you, this might have to do with self-value. So you might really start to begin to value yourself even more in the 6 months that follow January 16th. On January 18th, Mars is making a positive aspect to Chiron. However, it is Chiron and it is aspecting with Mars. So no matter what type of aspect it is, positive, negative, if it aspects with Chiron's oversensitive, so this is a sensitive situation. This has to do potentially with the secret in your life. It has to do with a home life situation. So, how is that resonating in your life? How is the secret situation affecting a home life situation? Who's being sensitive in a home life situation? Potentially this has to do with your home or your family situation somehow. It has to do with a secret potentially. Somehow for some of, Mars is the planet of sex. So, for some of you, this might be about sexual relations that you might have had with somebody, and I'd say that's a pretty specific scenario, but potentially for some of you this is the case. So there is maybe like a secret passionate situation that you might have had or are having, and somehow it's affecting your home life. And like I said, that's a specific situation. So not all of you Sagittarians, it's not going to resonate like that for all of you. Others of you just may be totally exhausted and you just need to rest at home. So that's another way that this could resonate. On January 24th, Mercury is aligning with Pluto. This is basically some sort of profound conversation happening with someone from the area where you earn your money potentially, or this is a pretty profound conversation regarding money. Now, Pluto has been in your area of money for quite some time, Sagittarius, and this might have caused situations to be sort of intense regarding money. Sometimes you might be sort of obsessive about money. So with Pluto there, those are the attributes that will affect the income aspect of your life, and especially on January 24th when Mercury aligns with Pluto, this is either you talking or thinking about a money situation. So you just have to see how it resonates for you. On January 28th, Mercury is now making more of a trickier angle to Uranus, and Venus made this aspect to Uranus when I talked about it earlier in the forecast. Now we've got Mercury is taking its turn to make this aspect to Uranus, and this has to do with your love life. This has to do potentially with, once again, maybe there's somebody in the area where you earn your money who you're attracted to. Maybe you're communicating with them. Why is it a problem? I don't know. If you're not communicating about it, Mercury is also thought. Potentially some of you are thinking about this situation, so you're going to see that on January 28th potentially for some of you. Once again, for others of you, this might be you thinking about creative ways that you can resolve existing issues in the area where you earn your money. On January 31st, there's a full moon, total lunar eclipse. So this is a significant event. This one has to do for you. It has to do with faraway places, foreign cultures. It has to do with spirituality. So it's going to resonate in a multitude of different ways for all of you. Obviously, not all Sagittarians are going to be going somewhere far away after January 31st. Some of you might. So it's definitely a possibility with an eclipse in this area. It's going to precipitate some sort of distant, you're going to jet set to some sort of distant location for a select few of you. Others of you, maybe this has something to do with somebody who's from a cultural background that's different for yours. If that's not the case, then this might have to do with a spiritual subject or someone who's spiritual in your life. Who do you know who's a spiritual figure in your life? Some of you are becoming really spiritually enlightened. I think that's all I have for you this month, Sagittarius. Thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. I'm on Instagram, Gregory Furlan Official. I'm on Facebook, Gregory Furlan. Thank you for watching. Make sure to give me a like on Facebook. I post daily astrology there. Have a great month, and I'll see you next time.